All right, hello everybody. Um, Welcome to the Mikestand. We have four people in here already. So, how's everybody doing tonight? So let's go through the comments here and just kind of caught up on everything here real quick. First, and glad my mic picked up last night's stream from my headset mic. It was kind of funny till I had to edit yeah. Yeah, that can sometimes happen. Then I replied, "Yes, you are," and oops, laugh out loud. Um, Mic's too sensitive. That's a microphone, I guess. Let's see. Then I replied, "It seems you're lively tonight because you seem more talkative than usual from right off the bat. I'm okay, just trying to get over some issues." Boo. And then acting about time, Mike. Yep. Hello. Hey, Mamie. All right, so how's everybody doing tonight? Um, Converse for a few minutes here before we start getting into it. Let's see. Now, of course, the counter is reading that only two people are watching, but there's more than two of us in here. Let's see. And then ATC saying morning, Woody. I think four of us in here right now, actually. Hey, May from ATC. I am Thor. In fact, I am Thor. I can barely stand it. Okay. Okay. ATC. Hi, Woody. Hello, Meme. All right. So, how'd everybody's day go today? Hopefully, everybody had a good day today. Hopefully, everybody is having a good day today. Sometimes some crimes go slipping through the cracks, but these two gumshoes are picking up the slack. And no case too big, no case too small. When you need help, just call Chip-and-Dale's Rescue Rangers. Chip-and-Dale's Rescue Rangers. Let's see what ATC has to say. Now, Woody, my wife's Thor, but mostly really Thor after a battle with Action's Kraken. Okay. Got two Big Macs for the price of one. So, yes, it was a good day. So yeah. Fast food. Going out to BRB. Got to get some brandy. And they said, "Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. My life, my love, my lady is the sea." Oh, by the way, in case you guys hear it in the background, yes, you probably are. You might be hearing a vacuum cleaner going. My sister, I guess, just decided to do some vacuuming tonight, so we might have that sound to contend with for a little while here. Hopefully, though, it won't muffle me out too much as we get into it here. Let's see. Come up on 5 minutes. And they said, "Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. My life, my love, my lady is the sea." I know, Woody, you should probably know that song that I'm singing right now. And they said, "Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. My life, my love, my lady is the sea. Hey, vacuums suck. Yeah, quite literally, right? Yeah, they suck up all the dirt. Of course, having the noise in the background isn't too pleasant either. Gotta deal with what you gotta deal with. Let's see now. So, and of course, a reminder, guys. A little later on tonight, after the show here, of course, Nick Ricada on his channel and Ricada Lives has an interview set up with Vic tonight. So I'm sure you're all going to want to go check that out. But he had always told the truth, Lord. He wasn't honest man, and Brandy does her best to understand. Wasn't. My life, my love, my lady is a sea. And they said, Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. My life, my love, my lady is a sea. Let's see. So today was pretty much a typical day for me. Got up early enough to where I could tune in with me, 7 to 8, and got dressed. Went up to the store, got my energy drink, came home. Actually decided to watch some TV, so ended up watching some Walker, Texas Ranger. Went and grabbed an early lunch, some pizzas, and then and watched my Tsunami block. And of course, now we're down to 3 again. Then, of course, after I got done with that, started preparing for the stream. Then went to hang out on Critical Blast for a little bit. Did a few other things, and then and here where we're at. All right, we already saw that. Woody, that 2 B-Max, one price is that like 2 girls, 1 cup? Oh boy. Big Max, let me alone. All right, well, we're at the 8-minute mark, so or just past it. We're coming up more on 8.5 minutes here. So I guess it'd be a good time to tell you guys what tap for tonight. So for tonight, it's going to be all anime. I've got 7 anime stories from CBR. All anime stories tonight. Let's see. Including among those things, Crunchyroll is making their announcement for the next set of premieres, the next season. There's a Gundam esports game in development. We'll be talking about that. A little profile piece about pitting Berserk's Guts versus Bleach's Kenpachi Zaraki, who would win in that fight. Let's see, what else are we going to be looking at? The creator of Kakegurui has a new anime coming out. They reveal the cast and crew details. Let's see. Eastside Tremere has a new trailer and premiere date for its anime. And we got some Akira merchandise. Akira is in the classic anime movie Akira. Some Akira merchandise news. So that's basically all that's on tap for tonight. And Dave is here. Hey, Dave. Let's see. So now we're at the 10-minute mark. So let's see what Dave has to say, and then I will get started on the Hi all. I'll be playing Morrowind, Behave, Laugh Out Loud. Okay. Anyway, so now we got 4 or 5 people here, coming up on 10.5 minutes. So let's get started on the news topics tonight. And as I said, we got like 7 of them going on for tonight. So we'll get started here. Let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I'm sorry, I said 7. I actually meant. Well, actually, there's one more we could probably throw in there. Made in the on high dive. I forgot about that when I was putting the stuff up earlier, but in the tags. So, anyways, so yeah, we'll probably hit 7 stories tonight here. I just simply forgot to put one in there. So, anyways. And then, of course, Woody's saying hi to Dave. Hi, Dave. All right. So, without no further ado, why don't we go ahead and get started on these news stories? So, the first story we're going to look at tonight, Crunchyroll's next season includes Boruto, My Hero Academia, Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, and more. The story written by Ruben Barron, published 12 hours ago. Crunchyroll announces 9 new premieres and 10 returning series for the summer of 2021 anime season, with more announcements to come. Which begs the question for me is, when are they going to bring out the next dub season of Boruto, I wonder. So here we go. Crunchyroll has announced its first wave of anime simulcast for the summer of 2021 season. So far, 9 new premieres and 10 returning series have been announced. Premiere highlights include the Adult Swim co-production Fina Pirate Princess, as well as new seasons of the Kyoto animation comedy Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid and the isekai hit The Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. That sounds lovely. Getting reincarnated like as a slime. Yeah, that sounds real lovely. Anyways, official summaries for the new simulcast are as follows. Fina, Pirate Princess. After an orphan escapes to the high seas, she takes her place as captain of a pirate crew for a swashbuckling adventure. Fina, Pirate Princess is a Crunchyroll and Adult Swim original premiering this summer. And I'm kind of wondering when it will show up on Toonami as well. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid S. Toru Kobayashi and all the dragon friends are back in all new episodes of Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid S. Let's see. That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime season 2. Rimuru and Tempest set up to clash against the forces of the demon lord Clayman in the continuation of Slime season 2. I'm Standing on a Million Lives season 2. Yusuke Yotsuya and the other humans begin their fight against the orc army in I'm Standing on a Million Lives season 2. SD Gundam World Heroes. A new SD Gundam series begins with battles set across the world stage. Let's see. The Aquatope on White Sand. A former idol goes to Okinawa and finds a new life helping a struggling aquarium from shutting down. And some of these stories sound pretty interesting. See what you guys are saying since I last checked. But now apparently down to 3 people watching. Let's see. At Dave, let's see. Action Toys at Dave Marks. How about giving a thirsty soldier a little pick me up? At Dave Marks. Stop! You violated the law. Pay the court a fine or serve your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit. Oh boy. And then I always got lost in Morrowind. All right. So, anyways, let's continue on with the article here. The Edantin deities know only peace. As demons wake from their great slumber, descendants of battle gods called Edatin and humanity fight back. Girlfriend, Girlfriend, from the creator of Oh Girl, comes a story of triangular relationship as one high schooler dates 2 girlfriends at the same time. Woo! That's the mess coming. Beach Boy Riverside. A Prince Boy aims to travel the world when one day she encounters a famous ogre-slaying warrior. All that being said, Crunchyroll's continuing simulcast include long-running hits One Piece, Boruto, Case Closed, and My Hero Academia, as well as other shows continuing from last season's lineup, including To Your Eternity, Tokyo Revengers, Dragon Quest: The Adventures of Dai, Kyo in Kyoto, From the Maiko House, Tropical Rouge, Pretty Cure, and Welcome to Demon School, Aruma-kun Season 2. With 12 spaces left blank under new simulcast on Crunchyroll, a lineup announcement page and 2 additional blank spaces included in the top title section, the streaming company is expected to make more licensing announcements over the next few weeks. Oh, there we go. There's that one. Let's see now. Oh, yeah. So, they're starting off making good pacing here. Let's see now. A couple more comments you guys said here. Resist arrest. Screw you. And, okay. At Dave Moore. Have it your way. Die, interloper. Oh, boy. All right, guys. Let's be nice. All right, so the next, here's the next article we're going to look at here. All right. A Gundam esports game is in development. Story by Caleb Brown, published 11 hours ago. Bandai Namco's chief Gundam officer, Koji Fujiwara, says a new esports game based on the popular mecha franchise is in development. Let's see. A new esports game based on the Mobile Suit Gundam franchise is in development. According to 4Gamer, the esports game was announced by Bandai Namco Chief Gundam Officer Koji Fujiwara during the first annual Gundam conference, and plans to expand into this market include hosting tournaments. This was among several upcoming projects discussed, including Gundam Hathaway, the upcoming live-action movie by Legendary Pictures, and the new Gundam Seed movie. Bandai Namco um, plans to host a tournament in the future. Gundam already has a history with competitive gaming. Um, the Gundam Grand Prize was a Bandai Namco tournament for, oh, wait, I'm sorry, the Gundam Grand Prix was a Bandai Namco tournament for Mobile Suit Gundam Extreme versus Maxi Boost On. And the same game will be featured in a side tournament for this year's Evo Gundam versus Evo Gundam Versus was okay. Evo Gundam Versus was previously featured at the event in 2017, and its release marked the first time a game of the V's series had a Western console release in 13 years. While Gundam is popular in its home country of Japan, it's more niche overseas. The company hopes the upcoming game and tournament will expand the international player bases for its existing games, such as Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operation 2 for PlayStation 4 and Gundam Battle Gunplay Warfare for iOS and Android. No further information about the Gundam esports game is known at this time, but Fujiwara urged attendees of the conference to please wait for the follow-up report. While it's unclear how far along in development the game is, there are several Gundam installments releasing soon, including the film Mobile Suit Gundam Hathaway. The movie is directed by Shiko Murase and premieres July 1st on Netflix, both subbed and dubbed. So let's see, July 1st. Let's see. That's 1 week from tomorrow, actually. So there we go. Let me see that. All right, so let's see what you guys are saying here. Laugh out loud, Dave. I'm not one to talk. Laugh out loud. I killed all the guards in the city. Hey, Dave. In Moro, when there used to be a glitch where you could gauge and save during the battle, then load your save and get 100% of your health back. Does that still work? All right, well, anyways, guys, I got to step away from the computer for a moment, so I'll be right back. I'm back and better than ever. Let's see. All right, that was the last thing we saw. I don't think so, but I haven't tried it. Alchemy already feels like breaking the game. Let's see. Laugh out nerds. Talking nerd stuff, laugh out. Ha 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 ha. Let's see. Oh, you. Making your stats insane through the alchemy table. 1,000 times string was always fun, and 500% health regain was cool too. I always enjoyed being able to one shot everyone in the game. Okay. So, anyway, so on to the next story then, as we're coming up on half hour here. We're making decent time here. So here's the next article we're going to look at. Berserk's Guts versus Bleach's Kenpachi Zaraki. Who wins? Article by Lewis Kenner, published 11 hours ago. Berserk's Guts, the mercenary, and Bleach's Kenpachi Zaraki are tough as nails swordsmen. Yes, they are. Who would win if their blades crossed in Mortal Kombat? That would be a very interesting, but got a couple of very big, strong guys who wield big, strong swords. In fact, I'm not sure if Guts' sword actually cuts. It's more like I think it cuts, but it's more like a blunt type cut because I think his sword's like more, has kind of a blunt blade. Does more damage, does more blunt damage as opposed to just slicing through things. But I think because he's so strong, he still ends up slicing through things anyways. The late Kentaro Miura's hit seinen manga series, Berserk, quickly became a landmark in dark fantasy. Yeah, it was a dark fantasy, all right. I saw the anime, at least the first one. Its gritty mercenary hero, Guts, is a seemingly invincible swordsman who's burning for revenge and retribution. He is famed for bearing a massive solid iron sword called the Dragon Slayer and has a few additional weapons in his arsenal. Could anyone hope to challenge him? Guts could find his true equal in the thuggish but brilliant Captain Kenpachi Zaraki, a deadly swordsman from Tide Kubo's shonen series, Bleach. Kenpachi is one of those guys who just loves to fight. He doesn't care who his opponent is. He just wants a strong opponent to clash with, to test his skills. Like I know from the original 1997 Berserk series, I know Mark Diary's son was the guy who did the English voice of Guts, and then the guy who did the voice of Kenpachi Zaraki throughout the English voice of Kenpachi Zaraki through the Bleach dub was David Lodge. So let's see now. Continuing. In some ways, Ichigo Kurosaki is more like Guts, being a moody anti-hero with dark clothes and a huge sword on his back. Who would win this titanic match? Well, I think personality-wise, yeah, maybe they do make a point there where maybe with about Ichigo being personality-wise being similar to Guts, but I still think their styles might be slightly different too. But hey, the weapons and rage of Berserk's Guts. Guts used ordinary swords for a time in Berserk, but after Griffin betrayed the Midland King and sacrificed the Band of the Hawk to become Fento, Guts had to start all over. He lost an eye and a hand, but gained the Dragon Slayer, a massive and heavy sword that no one else can wield properly. Yeah. Yeah, it was quite a horrific sight in the anime when during Griffin's betrayal and transformation. I mean, trust me, Berserk. Now I don't know about the newer Berserk. I know there's a newer one that came out just a few short years ago here that the LA crew voiced, but the '97 version that had English dubbing done by Central Park Media, I believe, with the New York cast. That was some pretty graphic stuff, to say the least. So, anyways, let's see, where are we? In fact, Guts needs only one hand to swing the Dragon Slayer, though he can use both for added power if needed. He has a prosthetic left arm, left hand and forearm, made of metal, and the hand is magnetic, so he can maintain his sword's grip. Minus the magnet part, sounds a lot like the automail of Full Metal Alchemist. Minus the magnet part. The Dragon Slayer sword is thick, heavy, and sharp. And most characters who see it think it's more like a raw iron slab than a true weapon. However, this sword can dance all over the battlefield, cleaving apart armored knights, horses, and apostles alike. And it can even cut ghost and supernatural beings while in Guts' hands. Man, now that's something else. Not only can it cut physical objects, but it can also cut spiritual ones as well. Despite the dragon's extreme size and weight, he can swing it around with astonishing speed, and his technique is highly refined on both offense and defense. However, Guts can perform ranged attacks when needed, including throwing knives, a technique Judo taught him. He can also attach a crank-operated crossbow on his prosthetic arm to rapidly fire bolts at the enemy. And if his metal hand is lowered, he can expose a small cannon and fire a single cannon. Yeah, that's been done in a lot of cartoons and anime. It seems like, okay, so here's my left hand, and it just goes down like this, and it opens up, and there's an opening for a cannon hole to fire from. Also very similar to Cyborg Sonic cannon as well. Let's see what you guys are saying here. Untimed strength was always okay. We already read that part. Always enjoy. Okay, we saw that part. Let's see. Just fortify personality, buy all the drugs and alcohol, and then wallop people that give you guff. Take that, Imperial soldier, who spoke to me wrong. Let's see. Guts would be able to would be at the level of a Fullbringer, while Kenpachi is used to dispatching things otherworldly. Cloud winds. If they're taking sword size, I'd be team Sephiroth. All right. And now we're somehow back down to one person watching, apparently. Guys are still here, right? And now we're back up to 2. Later in Berserk, Guts has access to the Berserker armor, which boosts his speed and strength even more by suppressing and altering his sensation of pain. Yeah, because no human being can withstand the G forces that come when you start utilizing super speed, unless you're somebody like the Flash or somebody like that. Coming up on 38 minutes there, so let's see. The armor can hold his broken bones in place, but it doesn't properly heal him. And Guts can go completely out of control if he doesn't have someone to support him. Now, as we move on to the next part of the article here, the Zanpakuto and fighting philosophy of Bleach's Kenpachi Zaraki. Kenpachi Zaraki's life was forever changed when, as a boy, he came upon a fallen Soul Reaper Zanpakuto and claimed it as his own. He soon fought the thuggish Captain Yachiro Unohana and narrowly lost, but later became a Soul Reaper just like her. Oh yeah, Yachiro. That's a little girl who with the pink hair, I believe. Kenpachi slew the previous Squad 11 captain to assume his rank and has been fine-tuning his swordplay ever since. He doesn't even use keto spells at all in Bleach. Instead, he focuses entirely on swords, and it has paid off. From what I understand, Kenpachi, that's not really a name. That's more of a title. I think that's like a title for, the strongest swordsman. The talented swordsman has an incredibly strong spiritual presence, allowing him to slow down or crush most foes before they can even fight back. Combined with Kenpachi's extreme natural durability and his ability to ignore serious injuries, he's nearly impossible to put down in battle. And I think we've seen some of the battles he's had, particularly with Ichigo. Getting injured is not a cause of concern to him, merely proof that the fight is an even match, and therefore exciting. Still, Kenpachi will block or evade enemy blows if he must, and he is rather fast for his size. Kenpachi is a master of the sword who loves battle, and therefore holds back during a fight to prolong it. Eventually, though, he will fight at full power with both hands, and even learned the name of his Shikai, Nozarachi, not long after slaying Unohana in battle. Unohana, is that the... Yeah. Maybe Yachiro is a different Unohana, I guess, or a different Yachiro. Anyways, then. As his fights with Gremi Tomo proved, Nozarachi, taking the form of a huge cleaver, can cut absolutely anything in Bleach, even the void of space or a massive meteor burning its way to the ground. That's one sharp sword there. Hey, you don't want to get cut with that. That's an instant death right there, instant fatality. Hate to see a sword like that in like Mortal Kombat or something like that. Here we go. Let's see. We have some. See, it looks like we have. Let's see. We have some. Mike, have you read the manga for Bleach? No, I've never got around reading any mangas. Toys. Probably why maybe I'm confused on. I more watch the animes. I'm aware that a lot of the anime material comes from manga, but I've never really got into reading the mangas as much. Pachi is so strong, he manifests his Zanpakuto without trying, aka Mike, read the manga. Laugh out loud. I want to talk about stuff, but don't want to bring up spoilers. Our after show went long. Oh, your after show from what you were doing earlier there, RJ, with that guy you were talking to. Hey there, Critical Blast. How you doing? Tired at Toys Channel. Yeah. And I reminded these guys earlier too, RJ, in case tonight Nick Ricada has Vic on for interview at 9:00. So 9:00 my time, 11:00 your time central. So laugh out loud. I plan to fall asleep as soon as Mike's show is over. Laugh out loud. Huh. Anyways, as we continue on with the story here, Berserk's Guts versus Bleach's Kenpachi. Who wins? Excuse me. As the two swordsmen exchange blows, Kenpachi will hold back at first, but he can't afford to keep that up. Guts has the tenacity, skill, and bloodlust to rival his Bleach opponent. So Kenpachi will remove his eye patch to release more of his power. That's it's kind of interesting they talk about that because I remember they also kind of mentioned this in Shura no Toki. Now I know Shura no Toki was kind of a fictionalized version of things, but when let's see, I'm trying to remember which Mutsu it was. Not Yakumo. I think it was Takato. Takato Mutsu. When Takato Mutsu went up against Jubei Yagyu. And I know there's been a few I guess theories as to why Jubei had the eye patch, and one of the theories was he did it to give himself a handicap as part of his training regimen. So anyways, as we continue on with this, let's see. As the two swordsmen exchange blows, Kenpachi will hold. Okay, we already read that part. Let's see. That along with his dense spiritual pressure, can keep the Berserk swordsman at bay and allow Kenpachi to go on the offensive. Guts can evade the attacks, but only narrowly. And his return fire with arrows and cannonballs is unlikely to hit Kenpachi or do much damage. Yeah, I mean you got a battle of a couple of big guys who actually have significant speed there. So that would be an interesting battle to watch. Guts needs more power. Needs more power fast. He might try to don his berserker armor, but Kenpachi can retort with Shikai. And if Kenpachi can cleave a giant meteor with ease, he can slash apart a berserker armored Guts too. Bleach's Kenpachi would win the duel. Yeah, with that kind of a weapon, no kid. I mean, there'd be no way anybody could probably defeat him. A weapon that could slice a meteor. I mean, that's something else right there. Let's see now. So now we're up to 47 and a half minutes, just past 47 and a half minutes. Let's see now. So we got some more stories to go through, so we'll get to the next story here. Cover. So here's the next story right here. Kakegurui's creators' new anime Build Divide reveals cast and crew details. Article written by Andre Sandoval Zaya, published 9 hours ago. Aniplex reveals the voice actors who will make up the main cast for the upcoming Build Divide anime series, as well as release information. And then I guess there's a picture of it. Build Divide hyphen hashtag 00000 code black. The multimedia project by Aniplex, Yuhodo, and Linden Films has announced the main cast for the anime release. Otaku Mode revealed that Yuto Uemura will play Teruhito Kurabe, the protagonist of the new series. He is joined alongside Sayumi Watabe as Sakura Banka, Aoi Koga as Hiyori Tori, Yu Serizawa as Kika, and Atsushi Tamaru as Naonitsu Enjo. Let's see. Nothing there yet. See. The story takes place in New Kyoto, where the newly governing king determines one's status by the person's skill in Build Divide. Rumor has it that should a player defeat the king in the game, that player would be granted any wish they desire. In order to challenge the king, they need to participate in the trading card game battle Rebuild and complete a key. Okay, so this is another card game anime, something like Yu-Gi-Oh! or Duel Masters or something like that. Chaotic. Sounds like another trading card game type anime. With a specific goal in mind, Teruhito seeks to challenge the king. With the guidance of a mysterious girl named Sakura, Teruhito and his friends are thrown into the Build Divide world, and must hone their skills at the game in the hopes of defeating the king and being granted their wish. Kakegurui author Homura Kawamoto and younger brother Hikaru Muno are the creators of the upcoming anime series. Aniplex card design company, Yihodo, and animation studio Linden Films are in charge of bringing the multimedia project to life. Build Divide is Aniplex's first trading card game with an original anime. And there are, I mentioned, like probably some of the more well-known ones, like Yu-Gi-Oh, like Duel Masters. I believe Future Card Buddy Fight's another one. Let's see. I think you'd even argue Card Captors is another one like that too. Both the first quarter of the year of the anime and trading card game are set to release in October 2021. The second course coming in April 2022. Okay, so there we go. There we go with that one. And things are getting a little dim in here, guys. So I'll be right back so I can turn on my room light and all that. All right, so let's see where everybody. 80 came tonight, huh? All right, we already saw that. Gotta sell those cards, Laugh out loud. 80's here. Hey, 80. Hi, all. Been in gangster kind of mood today, so wanted to end my night being here. Well, thank you for joining us, 80. As always, guys, I know I didn't say this much earlier, but I do appreciate any and all likes and shares. Help get more people in here, of course. So glad everybody's here tonight. So, anyways, let's see. I kind of wish Japan would have made those Final Fantasy card games real. Howdy, 80. Hey, Dave. So we got 5 people here now. Good. It's quiet in here. I'm very tired, but may try to stay up for a manana appearance. Yeah, well, remember that manana appearance is on Nick's Nick's show tonight, not mine. I'd be lucky to be able to get Vic to come in here. But even he acknowledged that the last time I saw him in person, he didn't even remember me from when we met like 10 years ago, so 10, 11 years ago. So, anyways, so we just read that. So let's get on to the. Here's the next article we're going to read. Chithulu anime Decide Tramere gets new trailer premiere date. Multimedia project Decide. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Article by Michael Lacerna, published 8 hours ago. Multimedia project Decide Tramere, announces a premiere date and releases a new trailer for the Eldritch horror fighting CG anime. A new trailer has been released for D-Side Tremere, the upcoming computer graphics animated series about a high school student who has to fight Cthulhu-esque monsters. So another computer graphic. All right. The new trailer confirms that the anime will make its premiere on July the 10th. July the 10th. Let's see, today's 30 and 7. Yeah, I believe that will be on a Saturday, actually. The CG animated series is just one part of the D-Side Tremere multimedia project, which is being produced as a collaboration between the mobile game developers Zumzap and Drecom, as well as Japanese entertainment company Bushiroad. Interesting little note about Bushiroad, because we were just talking about card games, trading card games. Bushiroad actually is a company that does two trading card games I know that got turned into animes. Future Card Buddy Fight and Card Fight Vanguard. Those two trading card games, Card Fight Vanguard and Future Card Buddy Fight, were both from Bushiroad. While Bushiroad is best known for the collectible card games that it publishes, the company has also been involved in the production of several anime series, including Review Starlight and Bonji Dream, as well as the card game ones I mentioned, Card Fight Vanguard and Future Card Buddy Fight. Animation for the series is being produced by Studio Senzigen, which also co-produced the 2012 anime Black Rock Shooter, as well as the 2020 Sakura Wars the animation. I guess that's that may be a trailer right there. Probably go see on YouTube. Let's see. Action Toys at 80 Pickle. Stop. You violated the pay the court fine or serve your sentence. You're stolen goods. Okay, I don't know if 80's gonna know what you're even talking about there, Toys. At the action. PH okay. You signed Gangster 80. Oh boy. Every time Mike says it's getting dim, I want to scream, get some coffee. Well, you should know what I mean. It getting dim, meaning that the lighting in here is getting dim. Because, remember, I'm on the West Coast here. We're in summertime, daylight savings time. The sun is going. Sun really doesn't. Sun will start to set usually in the 7 o'clock hour. So usually by 7:45, 8 o'clock, it gets down to the point where it's not coming through the window anymore, or very brightly. I like Mike, all of his quirks included. Sure, everybody does, 80. No thank you. As a guard of the city, we are held to a higher standards than to take bribes. At action, let's see, at 80 Pickle at, and then at Action Toys and at herself. Holds head in shame because she does not know what the hell you guys are talking about. As I figured, 80, they're talking. Okay, Toys and Dave are talking about a game. I think it's called Morrowind. Okay, so they're like kind of role playing that out a bit. So that's what they're talking about. I don't know. I don't really know much about it either. So other than the game, so. Anyways, as we continue on here with the article, D-Side Trameri tells the story of Ryuhei Oda, a high school student and talented kickboxer who witnesses the mysterious and inexplicable death of his older brother. After being bitten by a strange creature, Ryuhei begins to experience dreams of strange, unfathomable monsters, and his perception of reality starts to crumble when these ancient horrors start to attack him during the waking hours. Sounds like something that could end up on Toonami. It sounds like it would be a perfect fit for Toonami as anime. While the anime is set in the same world as the game that makes up the other half of the D-Side Trameri project, it moves the setting from the game's fictional Yura Island to the real-life Shibuya district of Tokyo. An English release for D-Side Trameri has not yet been announced. Bushiroad's previous anime project, Bonji Dream, was licensed and distributed in North America by Sentai Filmworks. Now, I do know that, as I recall, Card Fight Vanguard and Future Card Buddy Fight were actually licensed, I think, maybe by Vid, because I remember that the people the voice cast they got for that was Blue Water Studios up in Calgary. The same group that voiced like the My Hime, Mayatome, Law of Ueki. Let me see. And they also dubbed some of the Gundam series. Let's see. Mobile Fighter G Gundam, I know, is one of the ones that the Blue Water crew actually dubbed. So, but if Bonji Dream was licensed by Sentai, that means that most likely it was the Houston crew that did the voice work there. Let's see. I already saw that. So Leto's here. Hey, Mike, Toys, Woody, Meme, Dave, Critical, and 80. How are y'all? I'm getting ready to drive to work. Also, happy Vic viewing day. Yeah, that comes up right at 9 Pacific, 11 o'clock Central on Nick Ricada's channel. See. You switch. I don't think I can keep conscious that long, Leto. Hello, my friend Leto from 80. Hey, Leto. Me and Dave are talking Mirrorwind earlier. Yeah, that's what I told her. My favorite NPC Mirrorwind quote: "The blue places are nice, but the brown ones seem to last longer. If you could just hear the voice delivery on it, perfect." Laugh out loud. Laugh out loud. Mirrorwind is new term today, and they are make believers. All right. So let's see. So it looks like we're done with that article. So we'll ready to move on to the next one. I said all the stories tonight are anime related. Um, 6 or 7. We're to the 6 of them. Um, Here we go. Let's see. Wow. So we're just past the hour mark. So actually, we're making good time then tonight. Glad for that. Iconic Akira jacket to be sold in extremely limited quantities. Article by Juniper Tubbs, published 6 hours ago. An officially licensed version of Shotaro Kaneda's Akira jacket will be released on July 13th, but only 300 will be available in North America. Replicas of Shotaro Kaneda's iconic jacket from Akira will see a limited official release as Funimation teams up with professional designers to bring the famous red coat to reality. Excuse me a moment, guys. I'm going to go off camera here for just a quick moment. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Let's see now. Curry manga. Okay. I think there was one just before that I kind of have a lot mirror. Okay. So that one, but only the silver plates can kill werewolves. Kirby manga. It's not illegal to own them, just to find them, transport, buy them, or sell them. Steal all the silver. Let's see. Kajit like this idea. Laugh out loud. Silver and gold, silver and gold. Sorry, I'm driving, but I'm listening. Made a good show, y'all. All right, that's what we're doing. Anyways, all right. The jacket, which Funimation revealed on Twitter. All right. Actually, let's go up. Replicas of Shotaro Kaneda's iconic jacket from Akira will see a limited official release as Funimation teams up professional designers to bring the famous red coat to reality. The jacket, which Funimation revealed on Twitter account, was carefully designed by Dybex SA managing director Carlo Levi, designer Alessandro Tombera, and Van Dorman, GmbH and company. Managing director Stefan Hengsen. The new jacket adapts Kaneda's signature look from both Katsuhiro Otomo's original manga and its film adaptation, which he also directed. According to Funimation, the leather jacket has been years in the making and carefully designed to offer a piece of real-world apparel that is not only true to the source material, but fashionable as well. I guess here's a trailer for that. Somebody modeling the jacket there. The jacket is based primarily on the manga's original design. As a result, it won't feature the classic pill capsule emblem from the movie. As noted by Funimation store listing, it was designed in Italy, manufactured in Germany, and will be made of genuine leather with high quality lining and functional clasp. I have been a fan of Akira since 1989. I always dreamed having a replica of the iconic jacket, said Levy. So I did what any superfan would do. I went after the license and had our team design it. Let's see. Purchasing this collectible may prove to be difficult, however. Only 300 of the jackets will be sold in North America, and each will retail for $450. And looking to snag the gear will want to move fast when it releases on July 13th. Right, so I didn't list this in my tags because I completely forgot about it. There is one more article I was going to read here. Let's see, we're at hour 13, so I think I can get that last article in. Let's see. Drive safe, Leto. Lava, did you look up Vin Still Street Sharks commercial? P.S. He has hair. Imagine waiting years for the release of a jacket, laugh out loud. Looks at myself, waiting for Zelda 2. Okay. So, actually, we can get one more story in, I believe. I didn't list this. I meant to add this in, but I guess I kind of forgot about it. This is the seventh and final story of the night. Main story, anyways. Made in Abyss, Dawn of the Deep Soul, to stream on High Dive. Article by Lydia Levecchi, published 6 hours ago. The highly anticipated continuation of Made in Abyss, Dawn of the Deep Soul will stream exclusively on the anime specialty service High Dive. Now, from what I understand, Sentai does a lot of work with High Dive. So, the anime film Made in Abyss, Dawn of the Deep Soul will make its streaming premiere on High Dive. Anime streaming service High Dive announced that the third Made in Abyss film, Dawn of the Deep Soul, will stream on its site on Monday, June 28th. So that's this coming Monday. The stream will begin at 5 p.m. UTC, which I have no idea what that means, how that translates to us here in North America. Will be available to High Dive subscribers in the United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and the United Kingdom, Ireland, South Africa, Central America, and South America. Viewers will have the option of watching the film with either Japanese or English audio. Now, my guess is, as I said, High Dive does a lot of work through Sentai, so possible maybe Sentai is doing the English audio, the Houston based, but could be wrong there. But the previous two films, Made in Abyss, Journey's Dawn, and Made in Abyss, Wandering Twilight, serve as a recap of the anime series' first season. 2 movies, along with the entirety of the first season, are also available on High Dive. Made in Abyss, Dawn of the Deep Soul is a continuation of the events from the anime's first season and will directly tie in to the recently announced second season. During the first 3 days of its theatrical release in Japan, Dawn of the Deep Soul made nearly $1 million US at the box office. But the film never received a North American theatrical run due to ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. High Dive currently offers a 30-day free trial for its service and a subscription model of the $4.99 US per month. The streaming service specializes in anime, including a selection of exclusive titles not available anywhere else. So there we go. So that's all for the main stories tonight. So let's see now. Where are we at on time here? Hour 17. Let's see. We saw that. Saw that. That was the last thing I think. Zelda: Oh the Memories from 80. Are any of these anime? I'm too excited for the newest one on TV. Probably not. I kind of wish some of them would come on TV, but like Roku TV, how do you guys find them? Well, High Dive is a streaming service. Again, I think that Sentai uses a lot, so. Let's see now. So we're at an hour and 18. How's everybody doing? Everybody still got their energy up? So is there anything anybody would like to ask me or talk about? Thing on anybody's mind that they want to maybe know about or ask about? La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. So again, I asked, is there anything anybody would like to ask about or talk about? Do you take song requests? Well, if I know the song, it happened to be somewhere in my head at the time, maybe. I mean, usually in that bed, it's not like I know a whole lot of whole songs. I may know just a few lines from some songs here and there. Why? What do you have? Do you have a song in mind that you want me to try to sing, 80? Gummy bears, bouncing here and there and everywhere. Find adventure that's beyond compare. They are the gummy bears. They are the gummy bears. No, but I would like to ask why you decided to start this channel. Um, well, originally, I've had this channel since 2013. However, up until probably about 2 years ago, I'd say, I never really uploaded anything. I just simply, initially, when I started the channel, of course, I was just on, like a lot of people, just to watch whatever was on YouTube. I could find something on YouTube to watch, whether it was old wrestling shows or whatever else I could track down to watch. Um, but then about 2 years ago, when all the Vic stuff was going on with the you know you know with people starting to make those accusations and trying to cancel him and all that, of course, I was watching, like guys like Tug and Yellow Flash and Hero Hey at the time, and I wanted to contribute. So um, there was that part of me that wanted to contribute more to the conversation. So then I decided to start uploading videos. I just had just some basic videos where I just came up with some titles for specific videos, and then after a while, after I guess a couple months, I decided to do like what I called the on the mic, which were like little news pieces there, some longer than others, obviously, some commentary stuff, and then basically about, well, I guess it was a year ago now, I started thinking about doing live streams. Well, no, not even. Well, okay, it was about a year ago that I started thinking about doing live streams, and then it was last August of 2020, where I did some trial live streams on Sundays, for August, and then I decided, and in September I would start doing the daily live streams that you see now, the Mikestand. Initially, I'd have the Mikestand and subtitles, but as you guys may have noticed over the last few weeks here, last 2 or 3 weeks, I decided to drop the subtitles and just simply go by the Mikestand. Everybody just seems to know it as the Mikestand anyways, and like my original intent particularly for the Friday night subtitle, just never really came into fruition. So, or full fruition, not in the way. I mean, again, you can say it's still a form because Batgoat is my co-host for the historical comment. So basically, I just felt like I wanted to share my own. A lot of people know I'm when it comes to a lot of niche topics, I am kind of like an encyclopedia. I like to share that knowledge, and I do have some opinions on certain things, but the channel itself has been up since 2013. Me actually uploading stuff has only been for the last couple of years. In fact, as I mentioned to you guys the other night, we're coming up on the 1-year anniversary of the Mikestand here, which will be in September. So that's the story. That's the full story of it there, Letty, or 80. I remember when Mike used to say, "Let's kick it to the mic." Well, actually, I would try to say, "Let's take it to the mic stand," but I realized, I realized after a while how forced that seemed a lot of times. It's like it didn't come to me, at least. It didn't seem like it was coming off as naturally as I wanted it to. So that's kind of why I just stopped saying that. But yeah, I mean, it's not let's kick it to the mic stand, though. It's more like let's take it to the mic stand. So that's the story, 80. Now we are coming up on an hour 26. So unless there's anything else anybody wants to ask or anything, I think it'd be a good time to start winding down. If you, let's see, 80 just commented on something here. That is cool, and thank you, Mike, for answering true and honest. Hey, 80. One thing you will always get from me is honesty. I'm not. If anything, usually people have to tell me I have to. I can at times be open and honest, almost to a fault. People usually have to rein me in sometimes, but yeah. So I think it'd be a good time though to start winding down, give you guys a chance to get ready to go over to Nick's stream for the interview and all that. So are you guys ready for this day in Nietzsche history? Let's see now. Yes, I am. Agree, EV1. All right. Okay, so without no further ado, let's go back in time and let's find out what happened on this day in Nietzsche history. Today being June the 23rd, 2021. Nietzsche. Let's take a look back at what happened on this day in Nietzsche history. And our first stop is going to be 40 years ago today, as on this date, 40 years ago today, the 280th issue of Archie's Joke Book magazine, from Archie Comics. 32 pages, and it cost you only 50 cents to get. On this date, 40 years ago today, Archie, the 280th issue of Archie's Joke Book magazine went on sale on this date 40 years ago today for 50 cents for 32 pages. So there's that. Nietzsche history. All right. So let's see now. So, anyways, moving on to the next piece of Nietzsche history. After that part. On this date, 25 years ago today, from the Mecca Arena in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the 1996 King of the Ring tournament. Of course, among everything else, of course, this event saw Stone Cold Steve Austin become King of the Ring, and in essence starting the Stone Cold era, having kind of dropped the ringmaster gimmick shortly before this. So he would defeat Jake Roberts in the King of the Ring final. Also on the card, the main event for the night, aside from the tournament final, saw Shawn Michaels retain the WWF Championship from the British Bulldog. Of course, Shawn with Jose Lothario in his corner, the British Bulldog having his wife Diana Hart Smith and James E. Cornette in his. Among some of the other matches on the card, also saw Ahmed Johnson defeat Goldust for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Mankind defeat Undertaker via submission. Ultimate Warrior defeat Jerry Lawler. The Smoking Guns, Bart and Billy Gunn, defeating the Godwins for the Bart and Billy Gunn with Sonny in their corner, defeating the Godwins with Hillbilly Jim in theirs for the WWF World Tag Team Championship. And then you, of course, had the semifinal matches that led to the final match at the end of the night start off. So in the free-for-all, let's see. In the free-for-all match of the evening, the Body Donnas defeated the New Rockers. The Body Donnas, Skip and Zip, a.k.a. the late Chris Candido and Dr. Tom Pritchard, beating the New Rockers, Marty Jannetty, and Leif Cassidy, a.k.a. Al Snow. In a dark match that lasted 3 minutes prior to the show starting, Triple H, still going under the name Hunter Hearst Helmsley, defeated Aldo Montoya. So that happened 25 years ago today. And the final piece of niche history happened just 5 years ago today, as several anime finished their Japanese runs on this date in 2016, 5 years ago today. Among those included Bones' Bungo Stray Dogs, Project Number 9's And You Thought There Is Never a Girl Online, and Silverlink's Unhappy, among many other anime that finished their runs on this date in 2016. So that's all I have for you guys tonight. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate all the likes and shares. I thank you guys for being here. Don't forget, Nick is hosting Vic tonight on his channel. In fact, I just got the 30-minute notification in my YouTube notification. So you guys might want to go check that out, see how Vic is doing after all this time. So I thank you guys again for being here. Don't forget, Friday night is the historical comic retrospect, in which Bagoat will join me. We'll be finishing up November of 1937. Looking at Tip Top Comics number 20. And until tomorrow, hope to see you all back here then. Bye.